delete my live and come back in because for some reason my comment section didn't show up? Zach, go with him now and just get Rhea and tell her Kinsley can come over here if she wants. Okay? Because I don't want Rhea over there and you're not outside. Sorry, guys. I had to go out and come back in. My comment section for some reason was like not there, so I don't know what happened. So, hey Cindy, hey Lisa. We'll wait for a couple more people to join and then we'll start talking. How are y'all doing today? Hey Pamela. Hey Tay. Hey Sandy, Cindy. I'm good. How are you? I'm okay. Thank you, Lisa. I guess I'm good. My mom's doing okay. She's got a little bit of a issue with her wound where they had to go in and do her where they had to go in and fix her aneurysm. It's leaking and it's infected, and it's because the nurses and it's probably because the nurses didn't know at the time what to do and what not to do. Hi Joanne. But they ended up putting tape on it. My mom, for some reason, you can't put tape on that area because it can tear the wound back open, and it did. So now she has to go back into surgery tomorrow, and she has to do IV antibiotics. So it's just a mess. Hi Stacy, hi Dawn. And then I have what appears to be an infection where I have my tummy tuck scar. It's a mess. I had to go to the doctor. They had to drain me with a syringe, and they had to put me on some strong antibiotics and had to give me something called Silvadine or something like that to pack over top of it. It's ridiculous. Hi Karen. It's always something, you guys. I'm telling you what. Thank you, Cindy. Me too. Yes, you made a live. Yes, you did. Y'all hit that like button. We have 16 people in here. Let's hit the like button. If you're in here, it's free. It don't cost you nothing. So just hit that like button really quick. And then we will get started in just a few minutes. Waiting for a couple more people to join. Yeah, well, my incision, it's not that painful where mine's infected, but it's really gross. And I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't know who wants to hear it and who don't, but it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. It's like draining gross stuff. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much. Sorry guys, my uncle was calling again. I don't know why he keeps calling me. Thank you, Marcia. Katie, there is another little child for missing girl from Michigan, I believe today. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna look her up. This is ridiculous. All these children are missing. Hi, Stacy. Oh no, that happened to me, lost. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Had to go back in and clean it out. Yeah, that's what they're gonna have to do to her, is go back in and clean it out. She's really not too happy about it because this could have been avoided, but they didn't follow directions, unfortunately, and now she's having to go through this again. So yeah, they packed it today. They packed one of them, but they said that they need to clean it out or something. So yeah, well, I answered it. My husband just got off the phone with them about 3 seconds ago, so I think he's okay. What did Mike say, Josh? What did he say? He called me in the morning. I told him he called me in the morning. For what? He hit the 2600. Tonight? Yeah. Oh, they went to Rosie's. I don't know if you guys know what Rosie's is, but It's a place where you can gamble, basically. And my husband won $800 today, and then my uncle went in there and won $2,600 today.
Said he won in there. He said he went in there and won 1,115.
Must be nice.
He said I had to call my old baby, tell her, because he acted like he was sneaking to the garage. He said he went to Rosie. He said I had to call my baby and surprise him with a little bit of money. I'm going back there right now.
That's crazy.
He told me to call him in the morning. We call him in the morning.
Okay. Who?
Who he is?
Who? Me and you?
Yeah.
Or you and him?
Me and you.
Oh.
And him.
Okay. Johnny said, "Wow." Yeah, exactly. And Sonny Parker, I hope you get better. I hope your family is good. This case really got me. Keep going. God. Yes. Thank you so much, Johnny. Yeah, I'm new here. Did you do a tummy tuck for weight loss? I did a tummy tuck because I had a lot of skin and I had a lot of like sagging. After I lost weight, it was just like ridiculous amount of loose skin there, and it really sucked. But I just went to Wind Creek, didn't lose anything, came home even. Good, Stacy. At least you broke even, because see, I have a problem with like when I start to get up, if I win like $100, I think that I can win like $500, so I keep going, and then I end up losing money. So it does suck, but I'm glad you didn't lose anything. Today, me and my husband just got up and left. We were like, we gotta go. We can't take a chance on losing this. We need this money. Keep the noise down, guys. It is scary with all the kids missing. Yeah, and I mean, overall, I think it was worth it, Pamela, but it did get infected. I think it's pretty rare for the incisions to get infected, but it is something that happened, and I took care of it. You know, I haven't done anything to not take care of it. Y'all can't be loud in here, okay? You're fine to get you something to drink, but that's it. Okay.
What are you doing?
It's not funny, and we're not doing that. That's rude. So let's not do that, okay? Get your own cup, please. What state again? I am actually from Virginia. I'm in Virginia. Oh, Marcia. Sorry. I said Marcia. Sorry about that.
Wait, what?
Hi. All right, guys. Y'all go in there and play. Go to y'all's rooms with your friends, okay? My kids have their friends over, so excuse the loudness in the background. Okay, so let's talk a little bit in just a second. I'll wait till it calms down a little bit. Y'all go in your room, okay, boys? Thank you. My son has his friend and my daughter has her friend. Hit the like button, guys. Come on, we're at 12 likes. Let's get the likes up a little bit. Come on now. Just if you haven't already, hit the like button. Hi, Donna. All right, so let's talk about 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughn. If you haven't already heard about this case, you need to look it up, especially if you're one of those people who support Summer Wells and who really want justice for her. The same thing. You're loud. Can you please?
I have to be back at 8:30.
That's fine. I'll let you know when it's 8:30, okay? Sorry, guys. Salem. Yep, Salem, Virginia. So. You can offer your friend some pizza if she's allowed to have some, okay? But y'all need to keep the noise down. Okay, so 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughn, he is missing and apparently he's endangered. He was last seen near his residence around 6:30 p.m. on July 27, 2021. Searchers, there have been multiple searches out for him. So far, there have been canines, aerial, marines, and land support. Also, river searches by boat as well. Let's talk about Michael for a second. He is 43 inches tall. He's 50 pounds, or approximately 50 pounds, and he has blonde hair and blue eyes. He lives with his parents, his mom, dad, his baby sister, and his grandfather, or he did. The day he went missing, his mom was at work and his dad actually went in the other room to like change his baby sister and clean her up. Sorry. And while he was in there, he claims that Michael must have slid out the door. He must have slid his Crocs on, shoes on, and slid out the door and took off. So apparently this is not the first time that Michael has done something like this. So it's not completely out of character for him. According to one of his babysitters, he had done something like this in the past where he kind of tried to sneak out the door and get away. So on that night of July 27th, or on that evening rather, the mother, like I said, she was at work. The dad was changing the baby, and when he came out, the baby's gone. He's outside yelling for Michael. He's trying to find him. Can't find him, looking for him, you know. Well, according to one of the neighbors, they reported that Michael had came by their house that day and knocked on the door and asked if her children could play. And she told him no and sent him back home. And that would be the last time that Michael was seen alive, or, you know, seen period, by anyone that reported that they seen him. And she said that, according to the neighbor, he was reported missing around 7:30 p.m. According to her, what street was it? I think they said it was the corner of Southwest 9th and Arizona Avenue, is where he was last seen, and she spotted him walking in that direction, like towards that corner. So law enforcement and search teams, they have reduced the water in the water canals looking for him. They've used drones, helicopters, K9 units. They did a lot, but despite all their efforts, Michael has not been found, and there has been no real evidence of him at this point. So what Michael, let's see the comments. Interviewing your mom. Thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate it. Have the parents talked? I saw the talking, the police video talking. Yeah, I just seen the police talking. I haven't really seen a parent interview yet. Okay, you can, but you need to keep the noise down, okay? Go ahead. But yeah, I haven't seen one of the actual parents talking. The police likely know a lot from the video. Yeah, so, thank you, Allie. But yeah, he was wearing a blue Minecraft shirt, black boxer briefs, and possibly blue flip-flops. I said Crocs. I was wrong. Sorry. So blue flip-flops. The community has came together really well for him. They say that the community, there have been people out in the community knocking on doors, asking people if they saw anything, and just collecting information and gathering, you know, more information in order to find Michael. So the community has apparently been great, but he's still not found. So this is another case, guys, where this is a little baby. He's a little boy, and he's in danger. He's in danger. He's been missing for a while now, and it's really getting scary. Okay. So guys, I had to jump on my kids for the 10th time. So, oh, and Michael went by the nickname Monkey. That was one of his nicknames, or MJ. So, just to throw that out there. It comes across very different than Summer. The parents seemed very real and upset in the first live police public announcement. But it's so sad. Where is this little boy? Yeah, where is he? You know? I mean, and it's hard to tell. You know, we have crazy people out here in this world. And it's not impossible that someone didn't abduct Summer, but it's not impossible that someone didn't abduct Michael either. It's not looking like someone abducted Summer, but as far as Michael goes, I don't think there's really enough information at this point for us to really, maybe if I dig a little deeper, and I've been trying to, I've been taking notes on notes all evening and doing my research and stuff, but Yeah, I mean, it's really scary. Minecraft or Roblox, let me know. I can set them up. They do actually. They play Roblox. That's their game. They love that game. So yeah, definitely have to do that. If you follow me on Instagram, I can give you their name on there, and your boys or your kids can play with my kids. Um, like he disappeared into thin air. Whoever took him has to be serial kidnapper, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely. Or they had been watching him, and since this was not the first time that Michael had escaped, so to speak, maybe the person had already known that he was one of those children who just like to get out by themselves, or something like that, and they've been watching him. You never know. Really? See, mine don't play Minecraft. They usually play Roblox sometimes. I feel like Michael got abducted. He was walking alone on the street. Yeah. And the fact that, see, and my mind always goes to the craziest places when I hear stuff like this, okay? My mind always goes to, like, okay, this lady down the street is the last person who saw him, and she saw him walking towards a corner and sent him on his way. And I guess I would have to get a better picture of where she lives, where he lives, how far away he is from her, and things like that before I can really judge the situation. But since she's the last one who saw him, I'm like, police look at her too, because you can never count anyone out. And I'm not saying she did, so don't come for me, but I'm saying that, especially the last person who saw them, sometimes you have to really watch that person closely, just if for nothing else, just to see what all they saw, just to really get every single detail from that evening. Right. I don't understand why a neighbor didn't take him home. Yeah, same. That's my issue, is that if there was really, guys, sorry, if there was a 5-year-old at my door and the 5-year-old was trying to play with my kids and I was to send them home, I personally would watch them go home. Like they're 5 years old, they're not 10 or 15. So, oh yeah, most definitely. I monitor everything they do. Yeah, so amazing how nobody sees nothing. Exactly, Cindy. Nobody's seen anything, according to them. Anyone have any idea how many times the parents have spoken out, asking if someone has him to please let him go? Don't hurt him. I don't understand why neighbors. Exactly, gambler. Yes. I don't understand why nobody didn't take him home. Summer's brothers were playing Minecraft just before. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, mine don't really play Minecraft. My son used to, but he doesn't much anymore. I've heard, but not sure how to prove. These babies have to be watched. Yes, they do. Yes, they really do. Law enforcement in Monkey's case sure are more upfront than in Summer's case. TBI says nothing. And that's what bothers me the most, Dawn, is that, and I know that they are doing their investigations, but the fact that they're not saying anything about the Summer Wells case, it just bothers me, because it's like, it's been too long now. Yes, they can. They can slip away from you in an instant. I totally agree. Parents definitely don't set these games on apps up properly. People can fall. Oh, Dad, because they heard him say he has a beautiful app will take you right to them. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Snapchat is one that my kids cannot have. They don't have any social medias. I don't even let them do TikTok. I know that might sound crazy. A lot of people, like, especially my kids' friends, they all have TikTok and Snapchat, and my kids do not have those, and I will not allow them to. In fact, when they do play, like, online and stuff, I usually make them use, like, just random names, and I just worry so much about, what could happen. These little ones, I see a lot of people put in their kids' pictures on Facebook. Yeah, and I used to do Facebook and I had my kids' pictures on there. And then I stopped doing Facebook altogether because it's just so much. um, yes, y'all know Christina Randall, well, she has a YouTube channel always. Anyways, her son got approached by Wow through a gaming app. That's crazy. You're doing it right. I do agree. I have a 9-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the social media thing, especially for my kids too much. The dad said he was changing the baby's diaper and he slipped away. How long does it take to change a baby's diaper? Good question, Dawn. And it's like, it's one of those situations where dad just has to coincidentally go change his daughter's diaper, which could happen, and then the little boy just decides, well, let me slip my shoes on and just take off out the door and go knock on my friend's door. And it's like, it could have happened. But, and I would like, this neighbor, I feel like they need to talk to the neighbor more, and they probably are. But there needs to be more explanation there. Like, like when you saw him walking home, you said you saw him walking towards the corner of, what was it, Southwest 9th Street? Is that what it was called? Southwest 9th and Arizona Avenue. Well, where did he go from there? Do you just take your eyes off of a 5-year-old who's walking home? Because I wouldn't. I mean, that's just my opinion. But, and I mean, maybe she has her own thing going on or whatever. Maybe this isn't the first time Michael's came and knocked on the door and she's used to that and she didn't think much of it. But apparently she thought enough of it to watch where he was walking to. So she watched him walk to the corner, then what happened from there? Wow, that's crazy, Jamie Lynn. Wow. How far can Michael get in a time to change a diaper? But they can do it if they want. Yeah, I mean, little kids can be fast. 5-year-olds are so little. Shaking my head. Why wouldn't you walk him home? Agreed, Tay. And that's my issue. Is like, if you see a little boy that age coming to your door and he's asking you where, or if your kids can come out and play, and you tell him no and send him home, why wouldn't you watch him get to his door, or try to walk him at least halfway where he needs to go? Or I don't know what her situation was, but it really does bother me that nothing that happened, especially seeing she had children herself. That's the truth, Stacy. It's unfortunate, but that is so true. There is no village. It's sad. The dad said he was changing. Yeah, so the latest update that I could find on him, this is week number 4, you guys. This is week number 4, and he is still missing. It says the search for 5-year-old Michael Vaughn, and I spelled his name wrong, so I'll fix that. In Idaho, boy was last seen in July, has entered its 4th week. Michael was last seen on July 27th around 6 p.m. in Fruitland, Idaho, in a residential area near an open field near his home on Southwest 9th Street. He was wearing Minecraft t-shirt, boxer briefs, and blue flip-flops. It remains unclear who, if anyone, was with him before he disappeared. See, and that threw me off too, is because it's like, okay, it remains unclear who, if anyone, was with him before he disappeared. Well, if he snuck out of the house and it was just dad, sister, mom is at, I don't know where grandfather was at, then evidently nobody was with him, right? On Monday, the Fruitland Police Department took to Facebook and posted that the search for Michael is still very much active and ongoing. They posted, as of today, Monday, August 16th, We have received nearly 290 tips from citizens. It is an intensive effort to follow up on all credible tips and leads and continue to review all video footage. However, investigative resources from the FBI, Idaho State Police, Boise Police Department, and the Fruitland Police Department remain on task. That's what they posted. So the search efforts continue. And the Minecraft t-shirt he was wearing, it has little boxes all over it. And it has like different Minecraft characters, I guess. But I just can't wrap my head around this. Like, how, like, okay, if you're driving down the street and you see a little boy walking and he's 5 years old and he's in boxers, you know he's probably not supposed to be outside since he has boxers on and he's walking alone. This is so sad. This is terrible. Another baby. Another baby. It is so sad, but I go straight to parents because sadly many times it is them, usually an accident too. Agreed. And it's very unfortunate that I have to agree to that, but it's true. My husband just passed from 6 hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. It's terrible. You think like a detective, very smart. I try to keep an open mind because, you know, you have to look at, you know, everybody around you, because half of the time it's not who you expect it to be. If we're just thinking, oh, well, she's a nice girl, she probably doesn't have any involvement. Well, it probably is her. I'm just saying, like, you never know about this case. I have to catch up. Yeah, I'm very new to this case too. I've been really today I've been really trying to research it some. Walk them back to the door. Don't take any chances. They are very vulnerable. I agree. Yes, if you have a child come to your door, walk them up to their house. Just, you don't even have to take them all the way to the door, but just watch them go back to their house. That's it. Could have prevented this, hope, you know. Could have. Oh, wow. And a 4-year-old missing. Yep. Little girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh my goodness. They put on Amber Alert. This is crazy. Yes, it is. This is ridiculous. Too many children. They need to get Dave Radar to come search for them. Yes, my daughter climbed up on a chair, took the chain off unlocked the door, snuck out at 2 in the morning. Oh my goodness, Dawn. I got up to check on her and she was gone. She went to grandma's next door. Oh my gosh. I'm glad your daughter was okay. That is so scary. Was it dark outside when he knocked on the neighbor's door? That's a good question, Marsha. I'm wondering the same thing. Everyone, there's another Madison in Michigan, age 4 Amber Alert. Okay, there's a new Amber Alert. Jamie Lynn says that she is age 4. Her name is Madison in Michigan. Where was Granddad? Good question. I'm wondering the same thing. Oh, the little girl was found safe. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I'm doing my best, guys. The little girl was found safe, so false alert. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, Cindy. I really am. That's terrible. She sent him on his way. Suspect number 1. Same thing I said, Cindy. Thank you. Same thing I said. You know, if she's the last person to see him, let's think of this as every other case that we might watch on TV. If you watch any ID Discovery or any kind of crime shows, the last person that saw them usually have some kind of involvement in their disappearance or their murder. So we have to keep that in mind. Now, I'm not saying that that is the case 100%, but, you know, it could be. So I feel like they really need to dig deeper into her, because most parents would usually say, you know, I'm going to watch this kid walk home, because they're only 5 years old. And if they're old enough to play with your kids, then, you know, how you would want somebody to watch your own child. You know how you would watch your child. So I would treat everyone else's kid like I treat my own. I would watch them walk home. We didn't even imagine at 2 she could do that. I was screaming outside like a mad woman. I would have lost my mind. Oh, she's 40 now. Well, I'm glad that she's okay. I'm so glad that she's okay. Kids at home now, but I sure like what I saw. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's terrifying. He's just a baby, just like Summer. And that is what really, really weighs on me is like, this baby is out here for 4 weeks, guys. He is out here. It's been 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Hi, Kay. You know, like, what the hell? Sorry, excuse my language, but I cannot understand how this can happen. How does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? Are we not like, what is going on? I just can't understand. And you know what's sad is that so many of these cases, they go cold. Like the case goes cold because there's not enough digging into the people that there need to be digging into. And okay, the parents don't seem like suspects at this point, but let's be honest, okay? Let's just go ahead and set the record straight. Usually, when a child is missing like this out of nowhere, especially at the ages that these children are missing at, the parents are the first suspects. They're the first suspects because they're close to them. They're the last person to see them. But in this case, it gets a little murky because there's someone else who was the last person that saw this child. So now we have a couple of different suspects that we need to be looking at really closely. We need to find out where was grandfather, where was he at when this took place. We need to find out where, what exactly. I mean, and here's the thing too, and I understand it can definitely happen. Kids can slip right out the front door when you're changing your kid's diaper. But if you know that your child has a habit of doing something like this, maybe change your daughter in the living room. Maybe just bring the little boy, come in here with me real quick while I change your sister. Just stuff like this could have been prevented, and it didn't get prevented, and that's what bothers me the most. I don't know about y'all, but I live in a big apartment. My apartment's huge, okay? And I hate my apartment because I want a house, but I live in a big apartment. It's really, really big. And I don't let my 3-year-old sit in the living room by the front door for nothing. Like, he has to come with me. When I go in the bedroom, he goes in the bedroom. And I know that I might be a little bit crazy because, what parent really does that? Most parents will just go use the bathroom in peace. Not me. I'm always like, come with me, so, or if his dad's always here with me too. So I'm like, go with daddy, go in the bedroom while I get a shower. He's not allowed to be in the living room alone. And I actually at one point, because he was getting so savvy with opening doors and stuff, I actually put a bell on my door. Like, have y'all seen those the bells that you can hang around the door? It's like supposed to be for Christmas or something. I put it on my front door so I could hear if he ever was to try to go out the door. And maybe I overdo it a bit, but I just feel like, after he tried to open the door the first time, that was enough for me. I was like, okay, this can't happen again, because that could have been the last time. Yeah, if I can't see my kids, I'm not happy. It really bothers me when missing people are never found. Me too, Tay. Me too. And it really does, because they deserve justice. Daughter went missing when she was a little thing. I searched all over the house and called the neighbors. Just before I totally lost it, I heard her whimper. She was asleep. Oh, she was asleep in the toy box. That's so cute. But I would have been freaking out. I can imagine how you were feeling in that moment. I don't blame you. I have to be eyes on mine to know everything is good. Yes, me too. Yes, both my outside doors have bells, and that's smart. See, you gotta be smart about it. Especially we have kids who like to explore, because mine do. Well, my youngest, he knows better now, I think, but I still don't trust it. But when he was younger, especially like 1 or 2 years old, he would try to sneak right on out that front door. And it wasn't like, I would never leave him unattended. What would usually happen is I would be right here washing dishes, and I have my back turned, and his brother or sister might go outside to play right here outside my window where I can see them. And as soon as they take off out the door, he's going after them. So that's how he was able to sneak out, and it really terrified me. Yes, Johnny, I agree. Kids are older, but I'm still glad my dogs go off. Yes, dogs are great. Comes in the house. Yes. Someone said they use when chimes on doors, gates. Good idea. Yes, it is. I actually used that little bell for a long time. Can't overdo it these days. I agree. It's just you can't be too safe. You know, you can always overdo it, but you can't be too safe, because if something happens, it's too late. By the time something happens, it's too late. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the video. Laptop is not charging well. Hold on. All right, Johnny, have a good night. Yeah, you just really, really have to watch these children. That's what I'm saying, Melissa. It just seems like it's a thing now, blonde hair and blue-eyed children. I don't understand where they're all going. I was in a department store, couldn't find my daughter, scared the crap out of me. She was under the clothes I'm rack hiding. Yep, that's happened to me too. Terrifying. Completely terrifying. Yeah, my laptop has 3%, and my rabbit chewed up my laptop cord. So we have this here. Yeah, my husband tried to fix it. I'm just going to have to go get a new one, but my rabbit chewed it up, so it's not working. It's got a short in it, and I don't want my laptop to die, but I think it's going to. I'm filming from my phone, so it's no big deal. Oh, my blonde hair, blue eyes, just turned 6. Terrifies me that she's seemingly right, Melissa. Yes, definitely. Elizabeth Silverly Madison has been found. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I used to get upset when my kids hid from me. Yeah, me too. I get upset when they hide from me. I will yell. Like one day, actually, this was about a week ago. My daughter is 8 years old. My son is 10. He has a cell phone. I know everybody that lives around us. We've been here for years. And I trust the community we live in, but I don't trust it enough, because you can never trust anybody enough. So my son is to never take his eyes off his sister. That's our rules. When they're outside, it's not that he's babysitting her, but they play together. And they all have the same friends. Well, like they'll play like hide and go seek, or, whatever. And the rules are simple. Brother and sister, y'all stay together. Don't leave each other. I don't care. Y'all are hiding, hide together, so... or hide separately, but you have to be able to see her. And I know it sounds crazy, but I worry so much about my kids. So he has a cell phone, and she stays right with her little friend Kinsley, which her friend, she actually has a cell phone. Her friend does. So, I have all their numbers and everything like that. Well, one day my son was outside riding his bike. My daughter came in. She didn't feel like playing outside. And I come back in the living room after doing some clothes, and my son's sitting on the couch, and I'm like, where's your sister? And he's like, I think she's in her bedroom. And I yelled for her, and she didn't respond to me. And I was like, okay, she's probably outside. And I'm like, but why is she outside by herself? I know she's 8 years old, but no. So I go outside, and I started yelling for her. And one of my son's friends, he was like, we've seen her take off around the building. There's woods behind the building. They're not deep woods. It's like woods, and then there's a church, a big church, and then a baseball field. But I was like, hold on, she did what? So I'm like taking off behind there. I'm yelling for her. I'm like screaming for her. People are looking at me like I am crazy. My son comes outside. He took off on his bike and went down the road, like not down the road, but down the complex to see if she was at her friend's house. And I'm calling her friend, and then I'm like panicking, and I come back inside, and I'm like, let me just double check my house because she might be asleep or something. She was under her blanket watching a tablet. I looked like a crazy person, but me and my son both flipped. Like my son was terrified. Like as soon as I said she's not outside, you know, or she's not in her bedroom, he took off out the door because he knows that we don't leave her alone. So yeah, it was really scary. So I know the fear of feeling like your child's missing. Even for that 5 minute period, it just, your whole world stops. Yeah, your whole entire world stops. Like it's like everything around you just pauses. And you're trying to think like, okay, where would she go if I were her? Like, and then when his friend said she ran behind the shed and down through them, like, no, she would not do that. Like, there's nothing back there. She is terrified of bugs. She's terrified of snakes. I know she wouldn't do anything like that. So I was like, you know, but kids never, sometimes they do things you don't think they would do. Don't forget Orrin and Orson West. Yes, them too. I need to do my research. See, it's really hard for me to do multiple cases, but that is one of the ones that I do want to cover. So I might be a little more behind than most of you, but I'm actually gonna look that case up tonight. I get so deep into one case and I am like obsessed with it. So it's hard for me to take my eyes off of it so I have more information. Oh, I did. I was terrified. I didn't know what happened to her. So Orrin and Orson West, I'm going to look them up tonight, and I'm going to do some research on them. Our grandchildren are 5 and 7, and I have balls in the front yard, back door, and baby gate. Where's the back door? That's smart. Yes. You can't be too safe. Those boys are guilty. Oh, those boys' parents are guilty AF, in my opinion. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's see if I have enough charge. Well, maybe we'll discuss that one tomorrow. Does that sound good to you guys? Like, we can discuss the Orrin and Orson West case tomorrow. How old are your babies? I have a 3-year-old who will be 4 in September, an 8-year-old, and a 10-year-old. Yes. Okay, so Orrin and Orson West. Let's look at them. Oh, they are so precious. Look at them. Oh my goodness. They are so cute. The little smiles. Okay. So just for anyone out there listening, Orrin and Orson West, if you have more information, call 760-373-8606. That's 760-373-8606. If you know where they may be, and if you have any idea what could have happened to them, if you have any leads that you think may be real leads. That's how I am too. I need to check the West case as well. Yes, I am. Sure sounds like a great day. I'm gonna be up all night watching videos. Yes, me too. I will lay in the bed and watch it until I fall asleep. My question is, why is Don not in jail? He should be in jail for what he did a long time ago. I agree. Don should have been locked up. If you look at it, it's a crime. She followed the case for a while just for info. Okay, thank you, Dawn. I will check that out. It's a crime. I'm going to watch that tonight. Angel Summers' parents are all the way. I have listened to Spirit Box and Jody's podcast. Post. Okay, so the boys are from California. Here is a little bit more information on them right here. Oh my goodness. 7 months. They've been missing for 7 months. Wow. And you know, I really haven't heard a lot about this case. Bakersfield, California. It's been exactly 7 months since 2 young boys from California City were reported missing. Wow. They were reported missing. Oh, this is old too. Hold on a minute. So this, why did it say today? That is not today. That was July 22nd. They've been missing for a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some good searching on that tonight because that's ridiculous for children to be missing that long. See what I'm saying? It's like so many of these cases are going cold because they're just nothing's getting done. Nothing is getting solved. And that is such a long time, like, for a child to be missing. How can 2 kids go missing at the same time? Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Go back for a second.
Mom,
Yes?
where are they going?
Who?
He's walking me home. Can I go? I'm just walking him home, right? I want ride.
She can walk him home with you. You stay with her, okay?
What?
She needs to stay with you, walk him home, and come right back.
We saw like a little.
I'm on live. I'm on a live, guys.
In the daycare, there's a little light, a red light, and there's one green.
Okay, stay with your brother. Come right back. Zai, do you have your phone? Okay, just walk out. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, they've been missing for entirely too long. Hey, welcome back. The case is crazy with them working for CPS and the grandma did. I also thought they sold them. Wow. Bye, Johnny. Have a good night. Yes, Dawn, most definitely. So I'm going to get on here and do my research on the boys tonight. I want to know more about this case. I'm starting from scratch because I really haven't heard much of anything about it. To be honest with you guys, I was really, really deep into the Chris Watts case, and it took over my life. And this is before YouTube. I wasn't even really, hi Scott, I wasn't even really on YouTube much at that time. I was watching videos like crazy, but I wasn't actually doing any videos at that time. And after that case, I just kind of fell back from it for a while. And then I picked back up with the Cash Gurdon case because that case bothered me so bad. I just heard about it and I watched the video of his abductor taking him from his bed. And after that, it was on. I couldn't stop watching it. To be honest with you, Molly Golightly, that's the first time I watched her videos, and that's the first time I heard about the Cash Gurdon case, and I was shocked. So that case bothered me really bad, and it still does to this day. I really just want justice for Cash at this point. I feel like there's so much more to that story than what is being told to us, and I feel like there's more people involved than just Darian, however you say his name. But that's just my opinion. There's a lot. I have videos on it if you want to go back and watch it, but that's where I started my YouTube channel, really. Like, I'd already had a channel about some basic stuff, but that's where I really decided that this is what I wanted to do. It just bothers me that there's people out here who can get off scot-free when they should be paying for what they done as well. Even if they weren't directly involved with the murder, there's people out here who should be paying for what they've done, you know. I mean, even if they were neglectful, they should be paying for that. So it just I understand it. I can't understand it. It's like they let certain people go because they didn't directly kill the child, but they're still dangerous to everybody else because they would allow something like this to take place. Cash Gurnon did not deserve what he went through. That was the most horrific thing ever. Well, one of them, obviously. We have a lot of crazy people in this world doing things like that now. So we need to get justice for these babies, guys. We need justice for them. Please pray for Molly. She's not well. What's wrong with her? Is she okay? I haven't actually been on her channel in a while. I did watch one of her videos the other day, but I hope she's okay. I didn't know she wasn't well. I really hope she's okay. I know at one point she had, oh my gosh, she has COVID. I really hope she's okay. Oh my goodness. No. Oh no. I know she had migraines and stuff like that, but I did not know she had COVID. That's horrible. I will definitely pray for her. Oh, everybody pray for Molly. Go lightly. Say a prayer for her. COVID is no damn joke. I will be the first to tell you. I think she's a strong woman, and I think she'll get through it. But you never know who will get through it and who won't, because we've seen young people not make it and older people make it. So we've seen healthy people make it or not make it, and then unhealthy people, or people who we would consider unhealthy, make it. So, oh, I hope she feels better. I'm so sorry for that. We'll have to let her know that I wish her well and hope that she's okay. Guys, noise. Jason True's whole family has it. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, that stuff is no joke. And I will tell you like this. How did I guess? Luckily, it was a light case. Thank God. Thank God. Molly's whole family, her husband is in hospital. He has a blood clot in his lung from COVID. Oh my goodness. You know what? They told my mom when she was in, she is in the hospital. But when she was in ICU, she was testing positive for COVID. They had her on heparin. Do y'all know what that is? It's a really strong blood thinner. And it's because COVID causes blood clots. The reason they say it causes blood clots, it may be more than one reason, but I know that one of the biggest reasons is because you're immobile, which means you can't move around much. So because of your condition, you know, you can develop blood clots, and they can be very dangerous. So everybody say a prayer for not just Molly, but everybody say a prayer for her family, her husband. And can you stop, please? I'm on live. Stop. Back up, baby. But yeah, I mean, that stuff is no joke. And guys, and I'm telling y'all, I knew she had a brain tumor. I'm so sad for her. And her son. CT husband. Remdesivir. That's what they gave my mom too. Remdesivir is how you say it. My daughter just spilled her entire drink in my floor. Maria, honey, for real. Get the towel, please, okay? That little, okay. I think it's time to go, guys, because I have drink all over my kitchen table. I said my 5-year-old. I was reading a comment. My daughter just spilled her entire drink on my table, and I have everything I own on this table. So, it's okay. That's really sad. I hope that she heals well. And I really hate that for her. I really hate that she's going through everything she's going through. It's like when it rains, it pours. But I wanted to say, you know, before I do that, Maria, I am on a live video, honey. Stop clicking things around. Just sit on the counter. I'll get it in a minute, baby. If you haven't already, guys, please get vaccinated. I know that there's so much back and forth about it. A lot of people are like, I'm not getting vaccinated, including my family. Everybody in my family says they're not getting vaccinated. Literally everybody, but like 2 people. And myself and my husband are excluded from that because we've had the first vaccines. We got to go back September 4th. I was one of those people who said that I was not going to get vaccinated. I was one of those people, okay? And when I seen how COVID hits, I said that I'm just going to do what I got to do, and I did it. I had no plans on getting vaccinated because I was scared to. I was scared of the side effects, and I was scared of what the future would look like with it. But honestly, it was nothing to it. And even if it doesn't prevent you from getting COVID, understand that the vaccine can keep you from getting severe illness from COVID-19. So even if it doesn't prevent you from getting it, you might still get it, you might still have a fever, you might have a runny nose and a cough, you might have a headache, you might feel like total SHIT, but you will probably not end up on life support, and you will probably not end up in the hospital. So keep that in mind. I mean, it lessens your chances of that happening. The way it works is that you build up antibodies. Once you get the vaccine, you build up antibodies towards the virus. And if you do get the virus later on, you will not have as high of a viral load as you would have if you did not get vaccinated. So even though it's not 100% going to protect you from getting it, it does it lowers your chances of getting it by far. But if you do get it, you probably will not end up on a ventilator like my mom. So just please consider it. I know that there's a lot of people who are like, I've already had COVID. Apparently, and I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently you don't keep the antibodies when you've had the virus but for so long. And even if you do keep them, they may not work as well. So I'm here to tell you, I'm proof. I got the vaccine, and it was really nothing to it. I was just really tired. I didn't want to get it, but I had to. And even if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your family. Do it for the ones who, the 64-year-olds in your family, 65-year-olds, the people with severe illnesses or diseases. Do it for them, because you could potentially, how would you feel? And the reason I'm saying this to you guys is because I was in a position where I had this happen to me. How would you feel if you were the one who gave your grandmother COVID and she died? And the reason I say that is because when my mom came down with COVID, I thought for sure I probably gave it to her, and I'm asymptomatic. I went and got tested, and I was negative. So it wasn't me. But for the 5 minutes that I thought it might have been, I felt like my world was upside down, because I might have just taken my mom's life from her, because she has a lot of underlying issues. So even if you don't do it for yourself, do it for the people you love and care about. And I hear now that even children are getting more sick with COVID than before. So I'm just saying, you know, after what I've been through, I can't help but to beg everybody. But I really do hope that Molly and her husband are okay. I hope that her husband heals very quickly, and that he'll come home soon and recover from all of this with no further complications or issues. 60 people, and 4 of them have passed. They all had the shot. And now there are 60 people, and 4 of them have passed, and they all had the shot. So that's terrible, Kay. That's really terrible. And like I said, you know, it may not completely prevent everyone from ending up in that position. There may be still some people who do end up getting severe illness and who do pass away from it. But they are seeing less people passing away who have been vaccinated than people who have not. Wash your hands, people, after every time you touch a surface. Yes. Carry hand sanitizer. I have, well, my kids, they wear these masks right here, these little ones. But I actually have the KN95, I think it is, masks. Is that what they're called? And I wear them into every store. And they're really thick and uncomfortable, but I wear them anyway. And I sanitize before and after getting in and out of the car every single time. And I know it's a lot of different, you know, it's a lot of different opinions out here about the vaccine and stuff like that. But if you went through what I went through, you understand why I'm telling y'all this. My mom went from being a runny nose and a little bit of cough on Wednesday to being on life support Friday morning. So, and I never thought, like, I'm one of those people who was like, I'm not getting vaccinated. I was that person. Yeah, wear gloves. But remember that even if you wear gloves, if you're wearing gloves and you touch a contaminated surface, that glove now has contamination on it. So if you take that same glove and grab your phone and then put your phone in your pocket and then take your glove off and throw it away and sanitize your hands, you're touching your phone. Now you have the same germs that you had on your gloves on your phone, and now they're on your hands. So remember that. There was a nurse who did a video about contamination in gloves, and she actually used paint to kind of show everybody. And what she did was she was wearing gloves, and she would like touch the paint, and then it would be all over her hand, and then she would touch different surfaces, and then you could see how it would spread because the paint was on all the surfaces she touched. Then when she took the gloves off and sanitized her hands, the paint that she had spread around, that's the germs. And now when she picks up the binder, for example, she has those same germs that she had before on her hands now. So it's, you know, you really got to be careful. I tell my kids when we go in the store, like, don't touch anything, although they don't listen every time, but I try to tell them. All right, guys, so I am about to get off here. I got a mess to clean up, but I really wanted everybody to just be as safe as you can. Even if you don't get vaccinated, wear that mask, use the sanitizer, social distance, get some Lysol, put it in your car, put it in your house, do what you got to do. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will try to talk about the other case tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you guys soon.